Hello everyone, Faded here. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than our normal gameplay. We are not going to be playing ranked. As you see here, we've recently climbed up to rank 4 in gold, which is further than I've ever been, further than I ever thought I'd be. But we're going to be stepping it down to casual here. This is going to be an intro video on kind of what to look for, how to work different classes for any new players that are watching. So we're going to be starting off with something that I know very well. It's where I first started, and honestly, it's a hero I would recommend for new players is the Mage. Obviously, this deck is about as basic as I can go with everything that I have. There's some cards you're not going to get to your like level 10. So until then, you kind of just pick somebody and play with what the game gives you. Which, if you're just learning, then that's not going to take you long at all. Getting up to level 10 with it, it's not going to be that hard. So, starting off here against the Death Knight immediately, which is not great, but... So everything I have here is basic cards that you can get for free in the class. The Shooting Star is good. Now, your first card draw is very important. So, let's see. This is a nice secret. But I think we kind of want to save that until later. I think we're going to reroll all of this because, yes, this is... Actually, we're going to keep the Shooting Star. Keep something to kind of combat the early game. But see, right there, immediately. Babbling Book is going to be our first play. Now, that's because not only is it one cost, obviously, it's a 1/2, which means that this, his hero power, which summons a 1/1 ghoul with charge, cannot take this card out, which means we are at least going to hit him in the face with it one time. It also gives us a random Mage spell in our hand. There's going to be a lot of random with Mage, and that's immediately a pretty decent card right there. Volume up. Draw 3 spells, and Finale. Finale, it means, obviously, if you play it as the last card. So if you have 5 mana, you spend 1, and then play that, and you get the Finale. We have no reason to pop anything like that, so we're just going to hit him with the book, and then our hero power here does 1 damage. And that can target anything, except for specific enemies that say can't be targeted by spells or hero powers. Everything you're going to see is going to be pretty self-explanatory. If you hover over the card, it will show you, you see here, it shows you what a Finale is and a Discover. It kind of breaks that down for you. So, we can take this thing out. Spend 3 corpses. So, if he saves up 3 corpses, then this will summon a 3/3 with Taunt to replace it. However, we can get rid of that, and he gets nothing because he only had the 1 corpse that was given by the card. So he did not meet the requirements. That's a big shutdown as far as that goes. So with Mage, you really want to be on shutdown duty. You really want to make sure that the opposing force has nary a leg to stand on. Like immediately right here, we can probably pop this and discover a copy of one of these, which I actually think I'll take a copy of Fire Sale. And 2 Blizzard. That's awesome. So we do have 9 cards in our hand. That's something you really want to watch out for with a Mage. You will get overwhelmed with cards in your hand. If you have 10 in your hand, that's the max. So if you have 10 in your hand, then... What did you just do? If you have 10 in your hand, say right now I have 10. If I don't play a card and I draw something next turn, it will burn it, which means it will just delete itself. So he does have the corpses, so he will get that, which is annoying. We cannot freeze yet.
What to do? 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 What to do?
but we can deal 3 damage to all minions. Now remember, this will damage your minions as well, so be careful. And then we cast the book out. We have 9 cards. We have room for the next one. Cold Case, that's pretty good. So you see here, we're pretty much just answering everything. Nothing's really getting done yet, but we are saving up a lot of different cards. We've got a Pyroblast, we've got a Firelands Portal. Got a lot of high-cost things here. Thing's going to die at the end of the turn, so he's just going to hit me in the face with it for nothing. So I'd say here... That's kind of a waste right there. Although that's not. It'll just be really annoying to him again. I think I'm actually going to pop this. See, you don't always want to use your board clears. If there's only 2 things going on right here, you see he's got 6 cards in his hand now. So that's a potential with 6 mana. He could at least get 2, maybe 3 cards out. Unless, of course, he does that, which is even more of a reason. Unless it takes care of itself. I was going to say we could take everything on his board out, but there's really no point now. We're going to Fire Blast this guy, get him out of there, and then he's no longer an issue. And that's a great secret to pop next turn. See? As long as you can be the most annoying person on the board, you stand a pretty decent chance. Especially when it comes to a mage. That's not great, but I do have things to deal with that. I have things to deal with most of this. And... see? Yep. That sucks. That sucks. That got burned. So this will deal 4 to all minions. This will deal 3 and freeze them all. Oh, misplay, slight misplay. We're just gonna go ahead and get that out of there. And that's okay. One good thing about Mage is, especially with all these cards going on, you can have a misplay or 2 and still hopefully have something to work with. You see, that's a very annoying card right there, the Possessifier. However, I still have blizzards and ways to deal with all of this that will just basically moot it. Alex Strauza could be good as well. I think I just have to Blizzard here. Freeze everything. Board clear and hit him in the face. You just want to keep that pressure going. Here I can also do the Firelands Portal if you place something larger here. That'll give me a 6-cost minion while dealing 6 damage to... I just plain don't like that thing, so I'm going to get... well... actually, I think the Blizzard's still going to be the best bet here again. He's just going to keep doing that. That's really all he's got. Now, keep in mind, obviously, this deck, there's a lot that could be done to make it better. But this is just a base level deck, something that anyone can make, and you can make it pretty much off the bat as soon as you get to about level 10, level 15. So just add cards as you go. I'm going to show the full deck at the end. But here I do think I'm going to get rid of... Just gonna continue being as annoying as humanly possible. So that, unfortunately, was the last of our board clear. However, I do have Alexstrasza. If there's something big we need to take care of, doesn't seem like he has much going on.
The dark path is my destiny.
I think I actually want to give him something to worry about. So,
And the cycle of life is reborn anew.
I'm going to put the pressure on him. I'm going to save that. Buff those guys. Now, back in the olden days, there's a card called Flame Strike. I probably could use it if we go to Wild. I think it's still in the game. Ah, there's God! That was the big plan right there. So we might get bodied here. Might happen. Which it will.
You are unfit to serve. An incredible discovery. Well played.
And see, some of them, you're not going to win. That is a pretty advanced deck to be facing with this. However, we're going to keep it going. We're going to try again. There's always going to be losses. It's a very normal thing. I'm actually going to leave it in the video because there's still things to learn from. Losses are going to happen in this game, and it's easy to get discouraged, especially when you're new, because, you know, why are the losses happening? Is it the player, or is it the deck? Is it a little bit of both? That's something you kind of learn to determine as you play. We're gonna reroll everything, but yeah. In this case, it was me. I haven't played Mage in some time, but it was also the deck being more of a basic deck. Something that, like I said, you can make this pretty much off the bat. Obviously, you're not going to have all the golds and stuff, but this is just the core Mage set.
Happy Feast of Winter Vale.
So, this thing does have 1/1, which you usually want to be careful putting out a 1/1. However, he does not immediately have something that can attack this unless he has a charge in his deck. It's possible, it's not probable. This is why you want to know about the enemies you face. So he's, yep, you gotta play armor up. I was about to say that. Which is perfectly fine. So these immediately, I actually probably want to save that, so I'm just going to pop him in the face twice. Just get that armor back down. You do not want to let their armor get too high. It will get annoying. I have played warriors in the past that were all about armor, and we would easily get up to... What are you doing? You know, okay, so he wasted a slam on that, which, not a waste. It's a good card to do it on, but that is a 1-cost card that deals 2 damage, and he didn't play off of the... Where is it? If it survives, draw a card. It's usually what you want to use it for, which is perfectly fine that it didn't happen, you know. And I think I'm going to add the random mage spell. I'm going to go ahead and start building that up. The portal? I like the portal. And just keep hitting him in the face. If nothing else with a mage, you always have one attack you can throw off with your hero power. It's helpful, but at the same time, it's not. It's very situational. Just keep it in mind, but there's no reason to not throw out some damage if you have the option. So, immediately, most annoying card in the game, Fireball. Get that thing out of here. Fireball, much like in Dungeons & Dragons, is overpowered as shit. But, it's a fun time. So, he's now going to completely use up his weapon, which, yeah, means he's playing the same card again. We can be annoying again if we want to. Not this turn, though. Can we?
What to do? What to do?
The next minion you draw inherits these powers. That's good. So, see, it's not a taunt, but it kind of forces him into... He does have the damage right here. He's going to take 5 to the face, and this thing's going to be out of our way. And that's the last copy of this he has. So, could back him into a corner. Unless, of course, he bashes it, which is fine. That gets a bash out of the way. And now... Oh, he got both bashes? Oh, okay. So, he completely wasted some of his best cards right there. But he did keep things on the board, which is nice. However, I am going to be a little bit cheeky here.
The future is ours.
We're going to play that. And we need a minion to get that +2 spell damage back. The next minion we draw. So anytime you see some kind of cool animation, it's also something to be aware of that's equating to letting you know that that's going to cause a deck draw. So immediately, secret, that thing's back out of here. Get it out of here. His weapon's now gone. So he's playing through a lot of his cards right now, and that's very good for us. I'm really tempted to pop that, and I might actually. I am going to, because I'm going to pop the explosive rune once again. Get another secret out there. Now we're really putting the pressure on him. See, he's got 4 cards left. He does have a good bit of mana and a good bit of armor. However, I have more cards. He has no idea what I have, and he knows I have a secret, and I just played an explosive rune. So he's probably waiting for a second explosive rune. If not, he might be expecting some kind of... See, he's afraid to play because of that, which is perfectly fine to me. And I'm going to start putting some... Honestly, I'm going to use one of these. I have 2 of them. I mean, that's okay. Yeah, we're just going to rock with that. We're going to keep what we have. So, whatever he plays, no matter what it is, it's going to be taking 6 damage, and whatever excess damage it takes goes straight to his face. This is a very, very good secret. Secret mages in general are very, very good. So, he survived with his Alexstrasza, which I have that exact card. So, that's entertaining. However, he's out of here. And I'm going to do it again. And it's a Purator. I don't get its perks when it's spawned like that. So when something is what is it? Yeah, summon. When something is summoned, its battle cries do not go off. So obviously, draw a minion of each type is not going to happen. Something to bear in mind when you do summon, the battle cries do not count. The death rattles, however, do still count. Okay, so going into a brawl, this is a really annoying card. My 1/2 survived. That's very annoying. So destroy all minions except one. It's a very annoying card that warriors love to play. They absolutely adore them. But I'm going to start putting pressure because this guy's just dragging this out, which is a lot of decks you're gonna run into are going to just kind of drag the whole thing out, and it's going to be really annoying. So brawl again. He's hoping for a 50-50 shot. Wow. That's very annoying, but he has no more brawl. And I still have other stuff to play. Now, it's going to fill my hand, so I want to make sure that I use something here. Probably this. Nope, because that's going to add something else to my hand. We're going to have to pop that. Just to get it out of here. And this one, since it was our next minion, does give us the +2 spell damage created from the Guardian's Legacy Death Rattle. A lot of times you'll forget some of the buffs that you have waiting in the wings, which is perfectly fine. So, sometimes they'll come as a pleasant surprise. And you're going to execute. Oh, Shield Slam? I think he's done. I'm just going to be annoying. And then we have, that's 8 damage. And yeah, we have lethal. We don't even need anything on the board. If you can get to where you can rely on your spells as mage, then you're doing something good. I don't care about that. We have lethal. Ooh, we don't have lethal now. Yes, we do.
Well played.
So, 8 damage there. And there we go. So Mage can be pretty simple. Mage has definitely gotten... It has changed a lot since I played Mage. However, just rely on your spells, keep the board clear. We're going to do one more just to kind of show what's going on once again. Another fucking Death Knight.
You asked for it.
I'm not even going to do it. I don't feel like dealing with it. I fucking hate Death Knights so much. All of this is not making it into the video. Only class that anyone wants to play is a Death Knight. I'm not about it.
Jaina versus Rexar. Let the hunt begin.
All right. So we got a hunter. Mage versus hunter. This should be a decent fight. This is the card we keep not seeing, so you might be inclined to keep it. It's very good, very helpful, but actually, I am gonna keep it. I am gonna keep it. Usually, you don't want to keep something that high cost, but we have a pretty decent first hand. That's an awesome, awesome secret for turn 3. Turn 2, I guess we're just gonna pop him in the face with the hero damage. Okay, he's got a plan. Dire Wolf. I hate that. I'm gonna get rid of it. So that thing, adjacent minions have +1 attack, which means even if you kill, like if it's in the middle, and there's 2 over here and 2 over here, you can kill both of these. The other ones are going to come in closer, and they are now going to have an attack. I'm going to go ahead and let him hit me with the Fairy Dragon. This is also a very good low-level card. It cannot be targeted by spells or hero powers, so it has to be either hit with a weapon or hit with a minion. That's very interesting. Very good card. That's fine. It means he's going to take 5 to the face, which I'll take that. But he definitely knew what was coming. That is a mage's weakness right there. I'll do it again. Don't be afraid to double up, especially on secrets. It locks him into, even if he knows exactly what that secret is, it still locks him into a certain method of play. So you see, he hit me to make sure it wasn't something that triggered after I took damage. He's figuring out which secret it is. He knows it's not anything that triggers from a hero power or anything of this sort. I would like to use this as a finale. Return it to our hand. We discover a spell. Transform a minion into a 4/1 jellyfish. That's not bad at all. If you have enough mana to play it, cast a copy of it at a random enemy. That'll probably buff it though. Add 2 random mage spells from the from the past to your hand. They cost 2 less. I will take that. A Tear in Reality. And then our Infinitize the Maxitude comes back. Get that deck. Yeah, no, that came from the Babbling Book. Very good card, the Babbling Book. You can get legendaries from it, clearly. You can get a lot of stuff. And boom, there goes that. Get that trash out of here. Get it out of here, huh? You can go away. Oh, I can't. Yeah, that's right. Stop. We're gonna scare him with that. So that secret's gonna scare him, but it's not gonna do anything right now. When you would die, you become immune for the rest of the turn. So they could have 60 damage lined up here, and you have 1 health. They hit you, you're gonna become invincible. So it prevents you from dying, although it doesn't help whatever the hell was trying to kill you. No. At the end of your turn, load 2 bullets that deal 1 damage each. Oh, so I need to get you out of there pretty quickly, is what I'm seeing. I mean, I can, I can do that. And they hit me, which is fine. One. I can take one.
Muzzle their magic.
So I think my spells are still going to cost one more. Which is annoying, but not the worst thing ever. We can still pop a Fire Lens Portal if we would like. Get a 6-cost minion out there. Which I think I'm going to do. I can't target him with it.
The menagerie is for the pure.
I do like that. We do still have our immunity. So this one's playing pretty close. Playing pretty close. Destroy a random enemy minion. That's not great. He's got it. Except for the invincibility. The immunity.
Reality.
Try that out. And I would like that out of here. So, managed to help ourselves a little bit. We now have 8 armor, so evened up the playing field with the armor. You can see how the Arcane Artificer, something even low level, if played correctly, can really help you out. I'm not saying by any means we're going to win this. But we can definitely give it a shot. We have a leg to stand on now, at the very least. And he's burning through so many spells. Well, that's pretty cool. So this is definitely going to probably deal 2 damage. It's going to be the trap again. It's going to deal 2 damage to me. He's going to deal 2 damage there with the steady shot. I just can't get things down. It's not really worth it. So we get that thing out of here. Deal 6 damage to him. 6/6 taunt. I like that. I like that very much. Now he is within Pyroblast range. If I can manage to not die right here, not gonna hit him in the face. I'm using the taunt as this because just purely as a taunt because I know this is gonna deal 2 damage to me, and that's gonna deal 2 damage to me right now. So I'm gonna have, yep, I'm gonna have 1 health or 2 health. I can't math, but the Mana Thirst is going to save my life. I hope. Or the Pyroblast. There you go. Spells, more than anything, are your best friend as Mage. And it might seem like you're down, like you're not doing well at first, but you just gotta keep it going with the Mage. So, this deck is what I was using in this video here. It is the core Mage set. Obviously, like I said, it's core to my level, which I believe my Mage is max, if I'm not mistaken. So, your core set will be a little bit different, but the game will build you a deck based on the cards that you have in a certain core. You may have to craft some, but this is still a good starter area if you're giving Mage a go. So give it a shot, and good luck out there, guys.